I love Van Halen. I love Sammy Hagar. I love both inceptions of Van Halen, both David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar.
I agree.
I want to preface that. I love that song. That's a good song. Except there's one lyric in there that drives me insane.
Which is that?
Only time will tell if we stand the test of
That
time.
totally makes sense. The test of time is something that happens over time, but it'll take time to figure out over the test, the test of time. It takes time to figure out the test of time.
It makes
because it takes a long, it takes a while.
But you can't rhyme time with time in song.
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
Time. Maybe if you would have went like that, it would have been better.
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
And I know this is just a lot of people are
Sammy Hagar
gonna
to sing.
A lot of people are just saying, okay, this is a Jeff thing. But I know that there are lazy examples of songwriting that had made it to the mainstream that irritate people. Okay, so we're asking.
That's a certain very small portion of the public that you're probably somehow related to.
Time will tell if we stand the test of time.
That's lazy songwriting. Okay, only time will tell.
I disagree.
I'm sorry, guys. All I got is if we stand the test of time, fine, it's okay. Eddie's like, fine, it's okay. People are just here to listen to me play the guitar. We're fine. We don't need the strong lyrics on that one.
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
Another one that drives me nuts.
This is so nitpicky and weird.
Another one that drives me nuts is Aerosmith's, I think it's Crazy. Is it Crazy? Where he goes, before I met you, I was F-I-N-E fine. All he does is spell out the word he's about to say. That's like, okay, dude, how redundant is that?
Well, he wanted to say that he was good, but he's like, damn, I'll spell it out for you. That's how fine I was. I was F-I-N-E fine. Yeah.
And it sucks because I love that song. And it's that one little part that ruins it for me, kind of like, why can't this be love?
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
So
I don't know why that bothers you. We're
asking you this morning.
I'm sorry, I just...
543-3693. Is there any rock lyrics that irritate you?
Okay, I'll say this. There are rock lyrics, and we'll get to these, that make me laugh because I think they're silly.
Yeah, like this.
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
Or, before I met you, I was F-I-N-E fine.
But I don't get irritated by them. 543-3693. Okay, so maybe they don't irritate you. Maybe they just make you laugh. Maybe you think, oh, my God, that's silly. 543-3693. Don't forget, you can text or call on that.
They make you say, how the hell did this song become a hit? Molly in Oh So Smalley. Right, since she says, Jeff, I totally agree with you about Van Halen. That line has always bothered me.
Why can't this be love?
Whether or not it makes sense or not doesn't matter. It's stupid and it's poorly written.
No, it's not. Play it again.
I can't because I'm in the middle of saving a podcast file.
Okay, that's fine. But it was time.
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
how does she say that doesn't make sense? That totally makes sense.
Whenever there's a badly written lyric, I always love how the lead singer tries to sell it to you by going, because listen to this, okay? This is the worst. This is the worst example of songwriting, okay? This is Bad Company's Good Lovin' Gone Bad, okay? This is just dumb, okay? There's no rhyming going on here. There's no nothing, okay?
This is awful.
This is the worst example of songwriting in the history of rock songwriting.
If I hear you knocking at upon my door, ain't no way that I'm gonna answer that.
Door and that does not rhyme, okay?
Here's one thing, and line is another.
This would never fly today.
When I say it's over, that's it, I'm gonna quit. Yeah.
And then he has to see what I mean? See what I mean? He's got to sell it with the yeah, like he's proud of it. I just wrote the crappiest song. Yeah. Oh, another one.
I knew you would appreciate this one from Paul Stanley.
Live to win till you die.
I always laughed at that one and the Bad Company song too.
Only time will tell if we stand the test of time.
I love Sammy Hagar. I love Van Hagar.
no.
I love them both. But to me, that lyric makes sense. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. I mean,
If I hear you knocking at my door, ain't no way that I'm gonna answer it. 'Cause people still want me and lying is another. And when I say it's over, that's it. I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
543-3693.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch coming in, but this is the one I thought of, and this really isn't rock, but... Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, come on. You're short selling Paul.
All right,
this
here
one.
we go. Sorry. Oh, what'd I do?
How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? How can we start over?
Yeah, but with Michael Bolton, it's weird. Okay?
How
Because
can we be lovers if
you
we
have-
can't
you
be
have
friends?
You have pointed this out to me in Michael Bolton's music, okay? There is some kind of weird underlying genius to his bad songwriting. Like, what was the other one?
The idea here is how can we just hook up and have sex if we don't get along? But sometimes people just have that relationship, and he wants more.
is what you need.
He wants love.
Okay, to every Michael Bolton chorus, you have a paragraph description for it.
Exactly. That's too complicated.
Because
And that's why it didn't work out for Michael.
For the longest time, I thought I said I love you, but I lied was a song about breaking up with somebody. But then you were like, no,
I
no,
said
no,
I
no,
love
no,
you, but
no.
I lied means
You laid out the lyrics for me. You're like,
that it's so much more than words. Meaning that when I said I love you, it's so much more than just me saying I love you. So he's saying I said I love you, but I lied because it's so much more than that. So much more than love, which whatever the hell that is. That just sounds like some BS crap to get girls.
Jake's mad on the 805 beer text line. He says, never, ever, ever bash Paul Rogers.
I knew that somebody was going to be pissed about this.
You knocking on my door, ain't no way I'm gonna answer it.
Didn't rhyme.
Still want me and lying
And it's another.
And when I say it's over,
baby, then I'm gonna quit. Yeah. Yeah.
This deserves a prize if we had one to give
text
away.
of the day award.
Yes, we need to get a text of the day thing. set
Jebediah
up.
writes, and we just shared this text on our social media. He goes, Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. Or we're talking about lazy songwriting this morning. And he's like, tonight there's going to be a jailbreak somewhere here in this town. Maybe at the effing jail, stupid.
So great.
We're asking what
So great.
rock lyric irritates you the most? Kyle, this one bothers me too because it's too descript, and it is from Jack and Diane. And when he says, sucking on chili dog outside Tasty Freeze. But that sucking on a chili dog is weird, okay? It's too descript because when you eat a chili dog, you know you're not sucking on it.
No, chomping on a chili dog. Why couldn't he use chomping?
Because maybe there's some
Chewing on it?
sexual euphemism in there going down. I don't know. I did not write the song.
Chewing on a chili
I am
dog.
not the one who
Chomping, sucking,
the label decided to dub Cougar is my
blowing
middle
on
name.
a chili dog. No, too obvious.
Sucking on chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze. Like nobody sucks on a chili dog. You just don't eat the chili dog that way.
You know what I learned in that song is that Tasty Freeze has been around a long time. I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of a newer chain.
Oh, no. Tasty Freeze is big Midwest stuff.
Hi, thanks for hanging on.
There isn't a worse lyric in the world than Jesse's Girl when he says the point is probably moot. Who uses the word moot in a rock song?
Yeah, that's true.
Rick Springfield does. Dude, I mean, the guy is a soap
It's a
opera
moot
star.
point.
He can do what he wants. He calls his own shots, okay? General Hospital makes it so he can call his own shots.
Okay, find me one more song in rock history with the word moot in it, and
No,
I'll
but
believe anything you
can't.
guys say.
You can't. There's no way
The point
that you
is
can.
the point is probably moot.
You know,
He had
he did like the mic drop thing, or he dropped the pen when he wrote that down. He's like, you know what? I've never heard moot in a song, and I just made it work. Goodbye. I'm taking a lunch break, everybody. He did the walk off. He did the walk off.
he had to go to the thesaurus or something for that.
That's awesome. All right, man. Take care.
All right, take care.
I just wrote the worst lyric ever. I'm gonna go take a break with John Mellencamp, and I'm gonna go suck on a chili dog. Yeah, this is where Rick Springfield went wrong. Okay, he used cute in a rock song, and that starts the downward spiral because you got to rhyme something with cute.
You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. I want to tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. 'Cause she's
What
else,
rhymes with
what
cute?
else are you going to rhyme with cute?
Well, let's ask Siri, all right? Hey, Siri, what rhymes with the word cute?
You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute.
Words that
I
rhyme
want to
with
tell
cute
her
are
that I
cute,
love her, but the
astute,
point
and
is
13 more.
You couldn't say the
Butte? Kaboot? Shoot?
but the
Dilute?
point's probably
Commute?
astute.
The girl's probably cute, but she's going to be hard to track down in this commute. Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, probably not as good. Probably not as good.
You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute.
It's going to be hard
Oh.
to track them down on their commute.
We didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hashtag Johnny Walker goes Me Too with Jane Walker. Johnny Walker Whiskey now releasing a new bottle of Jane Walker. They put the paperwork into the ABC, get the trademark and all that good
Is
stuff.
it
You'll be
just-
seeing it soon on show.
Okay, is it just whiskey or is it flavored whiskey? I got to ask.
It doesn't say. It's going to be whiskey, but I don't know if there will be flavored whiskey or not. Apparently, they were
Strawberry-
going to do this back.
Strawberry lemonade flavored whiskey?
They were going to do this if Hillary got the Oval Office. But
Oh, so
when
they've
she
been-
lost, they kind of put it on the show.
They've been sitting on this for a while.
Yeah, so they're taking advantage of the Me Too movement by releasing Jane Walker.
Hashtag opportunists.
I don't drink Johnny
country-
Walker, but-
the country runs on them.
I don't know. I just drink whiskey. I don't care what the name of it is. Doesn't matter to me if it's a man or a woman or a dog. What else do you normally see on a whiskey bottle? Pig?
I see turkey from
Turkeys?
time to time,
Sometimes you become a turkey after drinking too much whiskey.
especially that brand. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is where it jumps the shark.
Hashtag you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's weird because it leads to segregation based on gender, right? Because you're like, okay, they're coming out with Jane Walker, and you're like, oh, can I get some Jane Walker? Or can you get some Johnny Walker? It's just like, is it? It's weird to me. The whole thing is just like, it's weird. It
But
just
you know
doesn't
what?
make sense.
No, it does from a business standpoint because of the Me Too movement.
Does
and they
it?
come out, they put these commercials out, and they support women, and this movement, and we made this, and now women will order it at bars.
You think
and
so?
I think it. Yeah, I think it'll end up working out for them. I think it will. I mean, I don't know if it'll be huge, but I think it'll end up working out for them.
Does your wife ever feel like she's discriminated against because of her dietary restrictions with gluten free?
It's awkward sometimes.
She has celiac disease.
No, she just has she gets migraines, like it knocks
Well,
her out.
okay.
But she's not celiac because to be celiac, I mean, you will die. You will have to go to the hospital. But she definitely has an allergy to gluten, just not celiac.
Party City has had to issue an apology for its new commercial that called gluten-free people gross. The Party Supply store received a backlash of criticism on social media over the ad, which was for Food Network stars Sonny Anderson's inflatable snack stadium. This is something you could buy in advance of the Super Bowl, apparently. They issued a statement yesterday reading, Party City values its customers above all else, and we take your feedback extremely seriously. We recognize that we made an error in judgment by running the recent big game commercial, which was insensitive to people with food allergies. They have removed the commercial, and they have sincerely apologized for any offense that it may have caused towards people with celiac disease or people that might suffer from issues of gluten in their food.
Yeah, it's funny because it became trendy to just go gluten-free because people thought it'd be good to eat a gluten-free diet. And then they're realizing once they started doing that, they're eating a lot more rice, and then you're getting more arsenic in your system. And I don't know. It's because there's arsenic in rice, but it's such a small amount.
Can't I just eat and not think about it?
It's just like if you eat too much sushi, you get too much mercury in your system. Ask Jeremy Piven. Remember, he got really sick from that.
Or tapeworms.
You would never make fun of somebody because they have a dairy allergy or a peanut allergy. You know,
I do all the time.
Peanut allergies, you know. But for some reason, people like to give people a hard time that are gluten free.
Once Jeff Fuller ruined it for us in second grade because we used to get peanuts as rewards for answering arithmetic questions, right? And then he's like, dude, I'm allergic to peanuts. And then we had to do away with the peanuts. We got nothing for answering arithmetic questions.
I know,
right?
airplanes. I used to love the little sack of peanuts.
Never get peanuts on an airplane.
No, now you get like some.
You don't even get the choice of peanuts on an airplane.
Yeah, like
you're too close quarters.
I love peanuts. I go to Costco and I buy that big. Have you ever seen that thing? It's like a giant coffee can looking thing, and I just eat that thing for months. Just
you know
great
what?
Snack.
You know what we should do is we should further support the peanut allergy movement in an effort to drive down the costs of peanuts. Huh? What do you think about that?
I like this idea. And then
Like-
peanut butter, everything's cheaper.
You know how we're constantly dogging San Luis Obispo proper in an effort to drive down those property values? So maybe we can sneak into the market and buy a house? Same thing. Same thing here. Peanuts are bad for your health. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Now drive down the price of our peanuts so we can eat them ourselves.
Hashtag locked up. Jared Fogle, remember him, the Subway pitch guy?
Well, he's been locked up for a while, right?
Yeah, he tried to get out. He apparently was up on some.
What do you mean he tried to get out? He tried to do a jailbreak?
Well, he's currently serving 15 years for
Somewhere in this town?
receiving child pornography and traveling to have sex with a minor. He filed papers earlier this month seeking an order of release. He contended that, among other things, that there were issues and court issues and
Loopholes, essentially.
things that went wrong in his case that he thought that should be looked at, and they denied him, of course.
Thank you.
So he'll be in there a long time.
Thank you,
A lot
court
of
systems.
pitchmen never ended up good. Remember the ShamWow guy? He ended up biting a girl.
A prostitute, yeah.
Yeah.
In Miami.
And then my favorite. Who was your favorite pitchman?
Vince Shlomi, though. Vince Shlomi is able to emerge from that relatively unscathed. Like, he sold tons of ShamWows, and then he bit the prostitute and got punched in the face by the prostitute or something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe there's something really kinky.
I think it might have been a she-male. So he was he messed with the wrong prostitute. Because
Yeah.
she had muscles because
Yeah.
she used to be a man.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and so he still crawled out from underneath that rock and was able to
He's pitching other stuff now.
still pitch product.
Yeah.
So it didn't like kill his career.
Is he your favorite pitch guy?
No.
Who's your favorite?
Rest in peace, Billy Mays.
Billy Mays, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy Mays here. Love Billy Mays.
And it sucks the way he died. He hit his head
He
on
had
the
his head.
plane.
He had a little coke in his system, and he hit his head, and something happened. I don't know. He had like a contusion or something like that.
He hit his head on an airplane. Like the airplane landed.
Because he didn't have his seatbelt on when he should have.
He got up.
That's what happens when you take your seatbelt off
hit
early
his head.
to get your crap out of the luggage compartment. When they say keep your seatbelt on before we get to the
Suffered
the
a
terminal.
concussion, went home, fell asleep, didn't wake up. Sad news.
Jack LaLanne? No?
Wasn't really in my space.
Yeah.
I
What
wasn't
about
really,
set it and forget
I've
it?
I've never really been of the type
Oh,
that cares about fitness stuff.
Set it and forget it.
No
Ron
offense.
Popeil.
No offense to the LaLanne family, because I know a lot of them are here, but it's just, I'm sorry, I just never gravitated
You weren't a juicer.
towards your guy.
Or I know who your favorite is, but you forgot George Foreman because you used to have 5 George
Well,
Foreman grills.
no, but that's
You
not.
were George Foreman grill mania.
That's because it was a good product. In fact, I would not sit and watch the commercials. The guys that I watched the commercial, Ron Popeil, I'd watch the commercials. Billy Mays, I'd watch the commercials.
Yeah, always. What about that Sullivan guy that he used to hang around with?
Yeah, the one
Billy
that's
Mays.
still doing it?
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah, he's all right.
Remember there was a TV show
I
about
know.
that for a while.
And it had to end because Billy Mays died.
Yeah, he was
It was
really
a good
star.
show, too. It
What
was a really good
star.
show.
Really sad.
It's time to play Know the Show with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Fleetwood Mac?
KCOC.
Yeah. People call him the Big Mac, right? Or is that just something I just made up? The Big Mac. Maybe.
I think that's something you just made up.
The Big Mac. There you go. Start passing it around. Tell me, nobody's ever called him the Big Mac before?
No.
McDonald's Big Mac? Big Mac?
Did Jack in the Box ever try to copy the Big Mac?
Everybody tries, but nobody can succeed. Burger King got laughed off the block.
I saw yesterday that Burger King came out with a quarter pounder, double quarter pounder with cheese. And that's what they're calling it. The same thing that McDonald's calls
They keep
theirs.
doing it, but it never works out for them. All right, today, if you know the show, you need to know what Aerosmith lyric Jeff can't stand.
Find it irritating. You will win a $20 gift card to Jack in the Box, where they might not be able to emulate the Big Mac, but they do have a breakfast pocket. I love me a breakfast pocket.
And then,
Two things I love in life, breakfast and pockets, joining forces for a $2 treat. I love it.
well, let's get Kevin in here. Let's give away this prize real quick, and then we'll
this
figure
is
it
this is a $20 gift card to Jack in the Box to be used at your convenience.
out. Hey, Kev, what was the lyric from Aerosmith that Jeff can't stand?
Fine, fine.
Yeah, that's it, man. You're the winner.
It's very good that your finger hit the button there, because
Censored himself.
Suze is going to describe what the reference is to and why I should not be annoyed by it. Go ahead, Suze.
Well, it's not just him like spelling out the word and then saying it. Like I heard you say that's why you hate it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's him referencing another song on that album that is called Fine.
Yeah. Which stands for something.
Stands for
He's cross-promoting.
Well,
Can't
that song.
technically say that on the air what it stands
That song
for.
had
but-
two videos. One of them was like this country kind of,
Let me see it.
honky tonk
I don't know
style,
what
and
it
I
stands
thought he was doing it, the FINE, but he should have spelled it FONN fine if it was a country.
for. By Aerosmith, Jim Tyler, Jim
Hey.
Perry. It's an acronym for effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
So, I mean,
Steven
it
Tyler.
brings, if you know what that FINE stands for, it brings like a whole new meaning to that lyric.
And if you
does.
don't,
But the problem
And if you
you're
don't, then you hate on it
jackass.
for no reason.
But
And
the
you
problem is
sound
that
like a
song
fool.
was a top 40
With your
hit.
pants on the ground.
Okay, that's how most people were exposed to Aerosmith's Crazy. Fine, or
that's
F-I-N-E.
what it takes.
Or I'm sorry, what it takes. Sorry. Whatever. I don't care. All I know is the lyric drives me crazy. F-I-N-E.
That's another Aerosmith song.
Nobody ever heard that song.
Right.
So then it just sounds like, what's he doing? He's just spelling out the lyric and then he's repeating it afterwards?
It's for hardcore
Well, if you got
really
that
have to
whole album though,
You really have to celebrate the
well, back in
Aerosmith
the day when
collection.
people actually listened to the entire album.
Not in 89. That song was,
I did in '89.
that whole album.
Susan's an old soul.
That success was predicated on MTV exposure and Alicia Silverstone for the most part.
That was good video. That's all I cared about. FINE meant something different to me. Kevin, did you know what FINE stood for in that song?
No, I had no idea.
Now you know it's effed up, insecure, neurotic,
And emotional.
and emotional.
But I do thank you for
But there-
bringing that to the forefront
Fine.
because now
Maybe you
I
know the meaning behind it. You won't like hate it. So
I won't
much.
hate it so much.
and every time the wife says she's fine,
But there's
we don't allow that word in my house.
now you know
I
what
don't
that
anymore.
really means.
Fine.
She has to spell it out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where
Okay.
you got to go back with her.
Yeah, you're like, yes, you are.
Delivery too.
Yes, you are.
You mean Aerosmith fine. Okay. All right.
But yeah, I guess like they're actually known for like calling back to other songs, referencing.
You got to know your Aerosmith.
He says something about
But they should
laying
not
your
assume-
life on the toss of the dice,
But
and
that-
that's a harken back to another song too.
See, Aerosmith should not.
Deep Lyrics with Suzanne, Saturday nights at
That's
9
the thing.
o'clock.
We
right
go
here.
inside Aerosmith.
KGOZ.
Steven
I mean,
Tyler
I
and
just,
Joe
you know-
Perry should probably not count on everybody who consumes their music as hanging on every word of their lyrics.
You're hanging on every word for a whole different reason, though.
I'm doing it because
So-
it sounds stupid.
You know
F-I-N-E
he will just fight with you all day. I mean, like, your day will be lost. He will sit here for 8 hours and yell at you.
I was going to bring
nothing.
jailbreak to the conversation, but somebody trumped me. I've held on to that one.
Yeah, there might be a jailbreak somewhere.
Maybe the jail? Just saying. Oh, hey, good idea. Let's go.
It's good to know Jebediah is not the only one irritated by it. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, that's why. It's more funny than stupid, but yeah, it's like jailbreak. Where could they be? You just see a team of cops sitting around. Just jailbreak. If we just knew where.
It's somewhere in this town.
Somewhere.
I mean, I
Why?
felt like the Sammy Hagar like Van Halen lyric was very lazy.
Yes.
That one's hung
That's
on.
lazy. That's like
Since
you're
it came
rhyming
out.
time with time.
I know.
At least in this one,
Yeah,
FINE
exactly, the
fine
rhyme.
has like a
Only time
meaning.
will know if we stand the test of
Time.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, rhyming the same word with the same word is ultimate
It's
lazy.
just like lazy songwriting.
Sammy, we're
going to
need you to hurry up with that lyric.
Okay,
this is
Sammy
all I
was
got.
very busy back then.
This
Have
is
you
all I
ever
got.
You know how long it takes him to do that hair in the morning, the curling iron and everything?
Yes, I do.
See, the rest of us don't. We don't understand that. Look at Seth. He has no idea.
And arguably, it went on to be the biggest hit on that album.
Yeah, at least I don't have.
I don't self-deprecating these days, are you?
Yeah, I don't purposely style my hair like Pee Wee Herman, though. Yeah.
Is this Pee Wee Herman haircut? I didn't know that. No, he likes slicked his hair over.
It's so funny, I forgot to laugh.
Oh, he just wanted to do his Pee Wee voice.
No, it's just a little whip in the front. Had that little flip.
You do have that little Pee Wee Herman.
No, I don't, because Pee Wee Herman had like slicked over like with gel.
Okay, is it Big Boy or Pee Wee Herman? Take
Big
your
Boy.
pick.
It's probably more Big Boy than
It's a little
anything.
bit Bob's Big Boy.
Hold up a plate and
Actually, no, I do think it's more Pee Wee Herman. Actually,
Screw you guys, I'm going home. Hey, do you want to do that one?
The conversation turned.
The Cartman.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Not as good as Pee Wee.
will you do chicken pot pie?
Chicken pot pie? Get your bitch ass in the kitchen, make me some pie.
That's my chicken pot pie, kitty.
Now, kitty, man, kitty's being a dildo.
I know a kid who's sleeping with mommy tonight. Don't get me started.
We just have like a whole sidebar of Seth like doing
totally
the
do
whole
that.
episode.
I can't.
Yeah, you should do a one-man performance.
Yeah, I
of
did.
you
I
just
give a new meaning to a party of one.
Reciting all the characters from South Park in episodes.
And other
God,
shows and everything.
You could. You know what? I'd stand on your street corner for
Yeah, all the money would go to those guys. Like
45 minutes watching you.
Cool.
Bye.
And I'd be on the street corner.
You going to give away these Steve Hackett tickets at noon today?
I am moving right along. You know who he is?
No,
I know he's in Genesis.
We didn't even know what FINE meant. Do you think we're really going to know Steve
I
Hackett
only
is?
know that because the notes here said he was in Genesis.
Oh, was in Gen. Okay, I thought you maybe thought he still was. Yeah.
No, he was in Genesis.
He only left like 40 years ago, but he still plays Genesis songs. And,
Oh, he does? Like-
he does sing too, but he has a band surrounding him, and yeah.
Do him and Peter Gabriel sit around and bash the current inception of Genesis?
No, they actually they're all still pretty friendly.
Okay, good. It's good to know.
Yeah, they
All
just I don't know, with Phil's falling apart, I don't know if they'll ever get back together. Just because of that.
Yeah, he's like, he's all kinds of a mess. He's
Do
just
they need him? Just,
sits
you
in
just
a-
like get someone's son to play
Well,
drums.
he used to. They always had Chester Thompson or somebody, and he'd go out and try to be front man. You know, the middle-aged kind of chubby, balding front man.
George Costanza frontman.
Practically. And now he's got those thick old man glasses on, and
I can't walk very well. That would be really good.
Yeah. What is his tour was called? I'm Not Dead Yet. It's like, wow. But he's got a sense of humor. Jeff's laying an egg on that one.
I'm just laughing too hard at the irony of all of it.
Good morning. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.